because Ben Halleck is so deep there, it opens up a nice quick shot.
And Nick Porter, who won a national championship at USC back in 2018, in goal for Australia.
You can see over here, Australia had an early counterattack on the right side. Great job by Pavillard starting off with a turnover against Honest Abe.
Pavillard wears cap number 7, played at University of the Pacific. And now the United States looking to capitalize on the takeaway.
Great job. Bobic, Shestad coming back, playing defense, and that's what we talked about. Team USA has to focus on defense. That's their priority. The offense part will come, as you can see on that left side already. Dodd open on the counter. Or Bobic earning the early ejection.
So it's an exclusion call against Australia. Power play for Team USA with 1 minute gone by in the opening quarter. We'll play 4 8-minute quarters. 7 players assigned, including the goalie. Teams can substitute on the fly, similar to hockey. Australia back in possession.
And you can see here, this is what happens. They have to have a high five, and then they can come in. If you don't high five, then that doesn't count. It's a turnover. But that's 2 sloppy turnovers from Team USA. They cannot have that. That's not how they wanted to start.
Australia takes a 1-0 lead on the skip shot by Luke Pavillard.
So good. I mean, he's got 3 Catino Awards for a reason. He was one of the best players at UOP, coached by Coach Graham, who's an amazing coach over there, done some great things. And then coming up, leaning to his right, shooting to his left. Beautiful goal by Pavillard.
The Catino Award, the equivalent of the Heisman Trophy in U.S. college football. The man sitting to my right, Tony Azevedo, won 4 of them during his outstanding career at Stanford.
That's right. But this is right. We talked about the start is so important. They kept Halleck out. They wanted a small ball. They're going to use that counter, the mismatches. But now they got to bring Ben Halleck back in.
The leading scorer for the United States in Paris is number 5, Hannes Dolbe. 15 goals, including 4 hat tricks. Pass to the inside. And the United States maintains possession, looking to tie the game at 1. And they do.
Yes.
His 5th goal in Paris.
And again, where does that pass come from? It comes from Luca Cupido. He's up top. He's looking for Halleck. He realizes the wing comes all the way back. Beautiful job by Hooper, leaning and skipping that near side. And Benny Hulak just need to be on him. You need to take that foul.
Johnny Hooper, the 4-time All-American at Cal, 2-time Olympian. Won an NCAA title back in 2016. Hooper ties the game, 1 apiece.
Another possible mishap with U.S. Just if he catches that, that's a penalty. Remember the new rules: if he's inside that red zone, they touch you. Team USA has to go back to that defense first. Defense first. Scoring will happen with them.
Pass was a bit too far, so Weinberg able to come up with the steal. And now the United States sets things up. Tied at 1. Here's Max Irving looking to the inside, and an offensive foul is the call on Halleck.
We talk about offensive fouls. Look, if you're a center, you get offensive fouls. That means you're fighting for the ball. So don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing when it happens on a counterattack leading to an easy goal. He's going to fight. He's going to earn a ton of exclusions and a couple offenses.
You will hear frequent whistles. About 80% are for common fouls. Exclusion fouls lead to a power play for 20 seconds. Australia in the blue caps. The United States in white. Save made by Weinberg, and it deflects out off the goalkeeper. The offense keeps possession, but off any other defensive player, it would go the other way.
And that's Nathan Power. He is the best player for Australia. And say what you want, he's the best defender right now, so eventually him and Halleck will battle, which will be a fun one to watch. Now that's an exclusion on Ben Halleck by Maksimovic, which is not what Team USA wants. Halleck getting an early exclusion in the first quarter.
Player is ejected on their third exclusion. Here's Pavillard straight away. Maksimovic fires and scores. On the power play, Milos Maksimovic gives Australia a 2-1 advantage. Welcome back, Kenny Albert with five-time Olympian Tony Azevedo, silver medalist in 2008. The last time the United States advanced to the semifinal round in men's water polo. Looking to do just that here today, trailing Australia 2-1.
You can see Ben Halleck picked up that exclusion. Now they're taking him out. Still, everything's going through Luca Cupido. Great pass of the wing there. Just a little bit high for Ryder Dodd, but a quick skip near side, and that's a goal.
Australia with a major upset in their second game in Paris, 8-3 over Serbia. That was the first of 3 consecutive victories as they advance to this quarterfinal matchup with a record of 3-2. Shot clock is down to 3. 30-second shot clock in water polo.
That was a good job. Good job by Burns getting that shot off at the end. Doesn't look like it touched Weinberg's, but
yeah, it was ruled that it did following Weinberg's second save. So Australia maintains possession, deflected out off the goalkeeper.
And watch Cupido here. He's not a center defender, but he's going to guard the center, and he does such a good job. Look, picks up the offensive foul. He can play every position. He really is the heart and soul of this team, and he's been playing so well during this Olympic Games.
Now Weinberg setting things up with the United States trailing by a goal. Croatia and Serbia have advanced to the semifinal round. Serbia awaits the winner of this one.
And that's Power versus Oberg right there. Nathan Power, one of the best center defenders in the world, playing like maybe the best, doing a great job on Oberg.
Draws the offensive foul. And an exclusion. So Australia with a 6-on-5 advantage. Blocks of the United States will head back the other way.
And that's that shot blocking. And who again is that? Luca Cupido with that shot block. And that just, not shot blocks pump your goalie up, but it pumps the whole team up. You know, you denied someone the ability to even reach the goal.
Pass to the inside, the United States turns it over.
Again, that's that Nathan Power right there, doing such a good job. If he can do that, Australia can pressure and push the counter. If he cannot, which he cannot against Ben Halleck, now all of a sudden Australia has to change their defense.
Power, the co-captain, missed the Rio Games due to a hand injury. Participating in his second Olympic Games. Here's Poot to the inside. Another United States exclusion. Australia leading 2-1. Under 2 to play, first quarter. Excellent defensive play there made by Alex Obert of Team USA.
One of the wisest words was from my coach and Ben Halleck's coach, John Vargas. Olympic coach, Stanford coach. Don't pass the ball when you're ready. Pass it when your player is ready. So when it comes to Ben Halleck, if he's ready, pass it. Don't pass it when you think you're ready. And in that situation, Edwards was not ready. Don't pass that ball.
States looking to tie things up. Chase Dodd off the post.
And those are the times the U.S. has to calm down. You have Halleck right here. He's the best center in the world. Because of him, everyone has to go back, and now you have players shooting from, you know, if here's the 5, you have players shooting so close, or him. You can see, this is a great pass by Chase Stott. Just a little great job from behind there on Poop, just coming in and hitting that arm.
Poop knocks it away from Halleck. Final minute, first quarter. Negus back out. Poop, number 11. And now the United States will head back in the other direction. Dejan Dovicic, Team USA head coach. Here's Max Erning. He scored at least 2 goals in each of the first 5 games for the United States.
So now I have 2 teams complaining that they hit each other.
Looks like Johnny Hooper is in some distress.
So the refs will let it play. You got to come back. They're not going to call the timeout. You got to come play. This is a power play opportunity that you got to take advantage of.
Yes.
And that's it's a beautiful goal by Max Irving, and that's exactly what he does so well. Coming up, going right under the armpit of Nick Porter there. That's his shot. He's got to make those blocks if he wants his team to qualify for the medal round for the first time. So they're going to take a look, see what happened. Did someone punch someone else? Is it a brutality? Is it a misconduct? So if it's a violent, you are trying to injure the player, that is called a brutality. They would be down a player, it'd be a penalty shot, and then down a player for 4 minutes.
Sorry, just one please. When you substitute someone, don't push on a wall, please. Okay?
So it looks like, and here's the problem, what you're seeing, what they're looking, he's grabbing his head, so he's trying to get him out, and then comes up with a punch to the head in the other player. Right? So this is the way that referees have to understand. This is why I don't like this VAR. Everyone complains, and then you go look in the VAR. No, hey, they're grabbing each other. Both of them should be kicked out. And then yes, he hits him on top. But it's a reaction to someone grabbing your head underwater. You don't have the ability to breathe. What is your reaction supposed to be? To get free and breathe, right? Get him off of me. So in that sense, it isn't a violent foul.
First exclusion will be 0-3-3, 0-2-3. We cancel the goal. 0-3-3 is for under. We cancel the goal.
So there's the signal of the punch. The goal will be taken off the board. That is what it sounded like during the discussion. So it's back to a 2-1 lead for Australia.
You can see, this is what, look, this happened USA, Australia, and World Championships in Fukuoka, where opposite, Australia picks up a brutality, but you can see here that is a punch to the face, yes, but he's grabbing his head underwater, not allowing the guy to breathe for 30 seconds. You can see him laughing on the bench, saying, I can't believe we just got a brutality out of that. This is where this VAR needs to improve. So now Australia gets a penalty shot to go up by 2, and then for the first 4 minutes of the second quarter, they will be up a man, which is a huge advantage.
So a huge turn of events. The goal negated.
This is Team USA. Is the only team in the last 40 years to have a brutality in every major in the last 3 major championships. 2 were Halleck and 1 is Hooper. And these are the little things that can inhibit you from taking that next step. And they have such a great path ahead of them. So right now the goal is defense. Focus on defense. You're still going to get a goal here too. Try not to give up more than 3. And then you're fine. The second half, with a team like USA, you can score 10 goals against anyone, not just Australia.
Penalty shot for Pavillard. on right board. He scores. 3-1 Australia. And they will have a 4-minute power play.
That's right. So right now you're going to have Australia's going to be up on defense. So you're going to see them moving around, trying to figure out, how to stop or send someone to offense and stop them and get an easy one on nobody. But Team USA has to not give up the easy goals. They did this against Serbia, where they attacked, and gave up 3 easy goals.
Second goal for Pavillard. Australia takes a 2-goal lead. Pavillard's 10th goal in Paris.
So you're going to put one person in front of Halleck here. You can see that. You're going to double team him as well as you can. And then you're just going to stay off and try not to pick up another exclusion. And US is going to take a last-second goal. You see they do a double post here, which are 2 people on the post, which is a great way to earn another exclusion and possibly get a chance to get the ball in the center.
United States down a man. Under 6 seconds on the shot clock. And that attempt by Capito is blocked. So the first quarter will come to an end in Paris.
And that's the other quarter, number 1.
Yeah, and Johnny Hooper out. So
Johnny Hooper got kicked out.
You want to win this sprint because whoever wins this sprint controls more time in this 4 minutes, right? So essentially each team has around 4 possessions. So if US can stop them on 2 or 3 of those and possibly score 1 or 2, they're fine. 2, they're totally fine in this game.
Possession. Australia and the Blue Caps.
So they are up on 6 on 5 here. Right, you have your 5 defenders, and this is when you're going to need these defenders coming up with their blocks, helping your goalkeeper, doing whatever you can.
Aaron shot. United States will take possession.
That's a perfect first 6 off 5 for them. You tend to want the player outside of the post and farthest from the goal to take the shot. That's the lower percentage, and that's what they should be working for.
The only Team USA goal scored by Johnny Hooper, but he has been ejected. Team USA looking to pull 2 in 1. Shot clock at 3.
Yep, Johnny Hooper got thrown out of the game.
Fine. They didn't rush it. They didn't get a great quality shot off, but they also didn't give Australia the ball early, which they did against Serbia in the last World Championship. So calm down. Now play defense again. Again, you already did 1. Now the next one. Stop them here.
There's Pavillard. Maximovich. Maximovich makes it 4-1 with his second goal.
And it's odd to believe here. Maximovich and the lefty Pavillard have been the 2 most prolific players offensively for them. Nathan Power's the best, but they've been the most prolific, and he gets it right under Ben Halleck's arm. Nothing you can do about it. Those are the ones that you have to pay more attention to. Those 2 players.
They are the 2 leading scorers for Australia. Maximovich now with 12 goals. Pavillard has 10. They have both scored twice today.
Team USA still needs to do something on offense, and I'm not saying that. They need to figure out a way to earn ejections. A lot of times you earn more exclusions on this when you get, there it is, just like that. And now you're even up. Now get the ball to Halleck.
5 on 5. States trailing by 3.
That's a big goal for Team USA, not just because they put away one of their opportunities, but now you're getting Alex Bowen into the game. He has been playing as much as normal, as much as recently. And if he gets going, that's when it's dangerous to get him going, Dabe going. These are guys that just make USA invincible.
Averaging only 14 minutes per game, but he has 10 goals. That's third on the U.S. squad.
Yeah.
Power play continues for Australia. They lead the United States 4-2. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. It's now 5-2. Australia. Plus over a minute remaining on their power play. Aircheck beating Weinberg.
And that's Merchek, played at USC, was a star at USC against Honest Obey, who's guarding him up there, sneaks it right inside Woodhead between Weinberg. Beautiful goal by Merchek. We haven't seen really anything from him this tournament. The last World Championship had a great one, this one not so much, and coming up with a huge goal for Team Australia.
Merchek, a native of Croatia, scored 199 career goals at USC. That's 4th on the all-time list. He has 4 in Paris.
So you can see Cupido working over here to try to earn that second and 2. He already earned 1. They have Halleck out resting him. The problem is that Cupido is playing so much. You hope he has, still has speed in the second half.
Here's Burns, sending it back out. Power play continues for Australia, leading the United States by 3. Weinberg able to knock out his end side.
They don't have any of their left-handers in, which is odd. You got 2. You should always have 1 in. Makes it a lot more difficult on power play.
Power play time winding down. Weinberg. Another stop.
So you can see Chase Dodd over here in the corner. So he'll be coming in. So the brutality time is ending soon. So this is a huge time for Australia. This is their last power play during this brutality. With post wide open.
Here comes Dodd. The United States finally back to even straight. Here's the Milosevic to the inside off the post. So 2 big saves by Weinberg during that last sequence, and now a goal post. So the 4-minute power play has come to an end. Australia outscored the United States during that time, 3-1.
That's right. Look at Weinberg coming up huge there. 3 goals, 4 goals, big difference, and now they're even up.
So now the United States looks to regain some momentum. Back at even strength. Pass to the inside. Save made by Porter.
I can see him smack talking. The whole tournament he's been smack talking, but he's been playing well, so he can do that. Right off the head.
Off the head, Porter. Played at USC along with 3 of his teammates on this Australia squad. There's Obert battling for position.
Shot by Dabe. I mean, that's his thing. You can't rely on that only. But he has such a powerful shot. Look at that upper corner, just a beautiful block by Porter.
Trash talk continues.
Now look at
Australia leading the United States by 3. Off the takeaway, Australia in possession.
Great job. Burns playing defense there. Goes after the arm of Dabe, and that's the second turnover at Team USA where Dabe on the top there.
Here come the Australians down the right side, leading the United States 5-2. They get
pass in that is an exclusion. He turned. Everyone wanted a penalty. It's not a penalty. To get a penalty, they have to foul you from behind. Keep an eye on Pavillard over here. This guy, this left-hander, he's your danger zone.
Back out for Negus.
Australia's really struggling on their power play. They're not understanding. They're going to press your left-hander. The post, everyone needs a shift, and you're going to open up with a 3-on-2 on the bottom line.
Australia 3 power play goals in 7 attempts. As Weinberg makes another stop, that time with the right hand.
Weinberg's playing amazing. Great block here. Beating Max serving, but Weinberg there to save it.
Adrian Weinberg, who won 3 straight NCAA titles at Cal. 5-2 Australia. Serbia awaits the winner in the semifinal round. Towards that attempt.
And this is the balance where USA doesn't find. Right here, you have Ben Halleck wide open and set. Give him the ball. Get another exclusion on their center. That's the timing that John Vargas always talks about. Wait till he's ready, not when you're ready.
Serving for the United States. The USA in the white caps. Now Australia back in possession following the excellent defensive play. Another block.
When I'm training,
Illusion, but it hasn't really been working to get an easy goal. Watch that right now, Capito with the ball.
Capito, ride or die. Now back serving. Luca Capito. Power play for the United States. Ride or die. Double exclusion.
Miss Hardesville Bay right over here. He's wide open, you guys.
There's back serving. Ride or die. Back across.
Yes.
Happening between but by keeping the ball here on this side, you kept the defenders wondering, and all of a sudden one cross pass, and Luca Capito does a great job, beats Porter right back where the ball came from.
Luca Capito, the 4-time All-American at Cal, won the 2018 Tito Awards, the top collegiate player. His third goal in Paris.
See how many exclusions Pavillard and some of these Australians have, because you got Pavillards and their center with 2 already, and Pavillard's a huge advantage for this team in the heart and soul as far as shooting and scoring from outside.
Pavillard with 2 goals today. Maximovich with 2. And a steal by the United States. Time winding down.
That's the other quarter, number 2.
With the extra attacker, the exclusion call against Power as the second quarter came to an end. Kobe draws the exclusion.
The Australians are just picking up really non-intelligent exclusions, which is putting them at a big risk of losing some of their top players. That's just unnecessary.
There's Irving back out. Backhand attempt. Missed the net.
It's a great pass by Capito. Bobic is open on that post. He's got to catch that. He doesn't guide that or slap it. He's got to catch and finish. Remember, they touch you, it's a penalty.
Lachlan Edwards of Australia with 2 exclusions. Pavillard and Power as well.
picking up that exclusion for nothing. 1 second to go. Half-court shot. You don't need to do anything. Let him shoot it.
The player is ejected on their third exclusion, similar to fouling out in basketball.
And that's Weinberg again. Saving that wraparound shot right under the arm of Dalbay.
So Australia maintains possession, deflected out off the goalkeeper. The winner will move on and face Serbia. The United States will head back the other way following the offensive foul committed by Blake Edwards.
Yeah, it just seems Australia's scrambling now. They feel like they have their top guys out. They're doing all these things. You got a guy wide open at 4 meters. Let him walk in and shoot.
United States lost Johnny Hooper, ejected late in the first quarter for throwing a punch. Led to a 4-minute 6-on-5. Australia outscored the United States 3-1 during that time, but Australians have not scored since.
And another ridiculous exclusion by Australia. Why? There's a foul. Totally fine. Why throw it away from Max Irving?
Here's Irving, back out. Bowen, the return for Irving. Now Bowen, pump fake. And Australia back in possession, leading the United States 5-3. Australia has never advanced to the medal round in 17 prior Olympic Games. The United States has not advanced to the semifinals since 2008. When they won silver.
You see earlier, he missed a wide open post. They didn't take it. Bowen has a good shot. He needs to put those away, and now picks up an exclusion and a penalty shot for Australia. So this is that rule. You cannot touch the player from behind. It's better to leave them so you don't pick up a second exclusion.
And the player who draws the penalty does not have to take the shot. It'll be Maximovich, who has scored twice today. Maximovich stopped by Weinberg. A huge save.
That's unbelievable. And a huge moment for U.S. Without Pablo Ardal, Maximovich is the guy to do it. And look how wide he gets. And Weinberg is the penalty blocker, right? He did it in Hungary. To beat the Hungarians at home. And he's doing it here.
Stopping the penalty shot attempt.
Yeah.
The 18-year-old scores his 7th goal in Paris.
We have the best vacation.
Scores during the next possession, and now the United States with an opportunity to tie this game at 5.
That's right. I mean, that's how it goes. These are the important goals and important misses, and that's a huge Weinberg penalty save for U.S.
Irving's attempt is blocked. Max Irving with it once again. Australia with a 5-4 advantage. Jay Scott back out. Here's Irving.
Capito trying to get that into Halleck.
Over and fires off the bar.
They have time. They need to spread out. What I don't understand, they picked up an exclusion on the counterattack, and Ben Halleck did a hockey sub there, which probably took away 7 seconds of their power play.
Players allowed to change on the fly. Let's tag up with the teammate coming out. Back to the inside. Now Weinberg will set things up following the Australian turnover.
You see Cupido asking for a sub there. Guy has done everything for the Team USA. So this will probably be just a slow attack for US. They'll double team Ben. get behind them and it's over.
Maximovic commits the penalty on Halleck. So a penalty shot for the United States.
Yes!
That's exactly what the U.S. needs. Halleck doing a great job, gets a hold of that suit in there, gives him the leverage to get inside. Dobey doing what he does best, putting away the penalty shots.
The United States has scored the last 3 after falling behind 5-2. Don't forget that huge save made by Weinberg on the penalty shot earlier in this third quarter.
Yeah, Australia's just started great, really. But now they just seem totally off. They're out of their rhythm. What is that?
The United States with the takeaway.
The U.S. has done a great job of going back to defense. That mindset is going to keep them moving into that medal round.
The United States looking for their first lead today. Serbia awaits the winner. Backhand shot off the crossbar.
Such a good look. So close to just putting U.S. up by 1. Beautiful job by Halleck. Coming up, wanting for the goal. Maximovic again on him, letting him shoot. They clearly like that matchup.
Tied at 5. It's over 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Exclusion call against the United States. Power play for Australia. They are 3 for 8. And the Australians will use one of their 2 timeouts.
You got to think about those timeouts, right? You only get 2. Probably should save them to the end, but Australia's really had nothing, so give him a break. Let's see what he says here. Coach Hamill. Possibly 3-3 with 2
Boys, we're
left-handers.
playing 2 to 4 with double lefty. So the first round, don't go through the lefty. Play third. Like you. Double lefty, Milos.
So they are going with that double lefty over there, which is so dangerous. They're patient, looking for powers on the post. Giving the lefties time to fake, then a catch and shoot from a right-hander. They're a very dangerous power play, and they've showed it all tournament, but not here.
The Australians have gone nearly 13 minutes without a goal.
You take your top lefty out, and the whole offense runs through.
On the power play, the save made by Weinberg. The United States goalkeeper with some huge stops here in the third quarter.
And that's what they get, where if that's a skip, that's a goal. He needs a skip up, and Weinberg's not able to do that. But an easy, slow catch and shoot, he got behind there, and a beautiful block.
4 members of the Australian squad, Tony, with 2 exclusions. The United States has never led. Pass to the inside, and Howard was stripped.
And you can see him frustrated, he should be. He got inside, Maximovic, I don't know why they're putting him on him, grabs him from behind. That's another penalty that should have been a penalty for Team USA. That's a bad call.
Down to the final minute of this third quarter, tied at 5. Shot clock winding down. Another save made by Weinberg.
See, everyone on the bench for Australia has 2, including the guys in the water.
Off the face of the U.S. goalkeeper. Australian in the blue caps. The winner will move on to the semifinal round to face Serbia. Milosevic to the far side. Milosevic and Palo, 2 goals apiece for Australia. Now once again.
That's a double block. Cupido coming in, just getting it ricocheted off of Weinberg as well. Great job by Cupido coming in for that block. He has this slow to fast hezzy.
So the offense maintains possession, deflected out off Weinberg.
And that's an unfortunate. That has Ben Halleck with another exclusion. Team USA needs him in there.
Guard play for Australia. Pavillard across. 3 on the shot clock. Backhand attack off the crossbar.
Australia just cannot find a way to score. I mean, Weinberg's been amazing, but that one just right there, hitting the bar.
Time winding down. Final seconds.
Guys, we have the quarter number 3.
Score the last 3 goals, tied at 5. Winner of this match will move on to the semifinal round. On the women's side, the United States will face Australia in the semis tomorrow in Paris.
Battle of our 6'8" team.
There's Maggie Steffens, the captain.
That's right. And Danny Yakovich.
Both work with you back home.
That's right. So we'll see what kind of adjustment Australia does. Right now, nothing.
Steal by Max Irving. Australia has gone 14 minutes without a goal. Thanks in large part to Adrian Weinberg. Stopped a penalty shot in the 3rd quarter, which would have given Australia a 6-3 lead. Instead, it is now 5-5. United States without Johnny Hooper, ejected in the 1st quarter. And that attempt brings off the post. An exclusion call against Australia. Power play for the United States. They are 2 for 8. Here's Irving to the far side. Back out. Max Irving with it. 6-on-5 advantage for the United States, looking to take their first lead. Irving fires off the post.
I mean, it's just been the power play. 2 opportunities right there. I'd almost say that could be a 2 for 10 right now. It's just been their battle throughout the lowest power play in the entire Olympics right now. Team USA. But luckily in this game, Australia's not doing much better.
United States 38% over their first 5 games. Shot clock is at 3. But Weinberg got a piece of it, then it glanced off the post. The shot from Maximovich.
You know, he missed that big penalty there off Weinberg, and now Weinberg's got him.
Woodhead may have gotten a piece of it as well.
Another exclusion for Australia. I mean, it's unbelievable that, you know, at this level you're picking up these ridiculous exclusions, especially a guy like Nathan Power, who's now out.
That's his 3rd.
He's the most important player for them. So we'll see what Coach Jovic has to say.
You're 5 goals. Yeah, you're out.
They're, like usual, they're looking for the post. They want to be patient, look for the post, and then definitely want those guys like Alex Bowen to come up and finish and take that shot. So we'll see here. You have Ryder Dodd in, you have Irving in, you have Dalbe up here. These are all of US's top shooters. You have Cupido here, Halleck here, your best post players. Those 2 are going to be constantly working to be open.
Tied at 5, just over 6 minutes remaining.
Yes.
With his 2nd goal.
Beautiful, and it started with those Cupido and Halleck on the post. You cannot leave him. You can't hit as much. So you can see Maximovich is so big right here on the post. Beautiful cross cage shot by Dalbe. for Team USA's first lead.
Dean and Dick Porter, they won an NCAA title together at USC back in 2018. Rivals in Paris. Dobé with the last 2 goals for the United States. He now has a team leading 17. A look at the power play numbers. Team USA leading for the first time, and now an exclusion call against Woodhead.
Wow, so he's kicking both of them out instead of just kicking Dylan Woodhead out.
Double exclusion.
And a lot of times they do that to calm down. Both are fighting, and you know what? It's not clear on either side. They'll kick you both out.
5-on-5. With the United States leading 6-5.
Job by Popovich over there playing awesome power. Awesome defense. Sorry, I was watching Making Power here. It says violent action. Just know that that's not a violent action. He's just getting an exclusion. For some reason, I like calling it that.
I thought you referred to Austin Powers for a second. Just over 5 minutes remaining in regulation.
That's that pass. Cupido. Halleck stopped him alone right there.
Another exclusion against Australia. Power play for the United States. Here's Ryder Dodd. Dobé across for Irving. Irving back to Dobé. Now Max Irving with it. For Ryder Dodd, and that's picked off by Pavillon.
But that's someone who has to get involved in this game. Pavillon is just, he started hot. I thought he was going to take a 6-meter foul, and he just didn't take anything and throws it over to the other side. He's got to get himself involved offensively.
Australia has not scored, Tony, in 17 minutes. The United States on a 4-0 run. 4.5 remaining. And now Capito whistle for the exclusion. Pavillon, number 7.
See, there's no rhythm right now for Australia. Everything's individual.
Pavillon to the inside, off the mark. For Maximovich.
Just too high, Pavillon. But when you're seeing the ball passed here, right, left, everyone's moving, that's rhythm, and that's what power play needs to have.
Down to 4 minutes on the clock. Kenny Albert with 5-time Olympian Tony Azevedo. Team USA looking to advance to the semifinal round for the first time since Tony and his squad did it back in 2008. Easy save made by Porter. Remember, he was talking trash to his former teammate Dobé earlier. Dobé has come back and scored the last 2 goals for the United States.
Sometimes it doesn't work in your advantage. You would imagine Australia's going to get an exclusion here, but they just... Another offensive foul for Australia.
Whiteburn taking his time. United States looking to take a 2-goal lead. There's Irving back up top. Offensive foul committed by Team USA. Under 3 minutes.
This is Australia's chance. They have to figure out to create some kind of offensive attack in this quarter, because right now we haven't even seen a shot from Australia. And that's what he needs to get involved. I don't know what he's been doing for the last 3 minutes. I know he's tired. Everyone's tired. But he's the guy that's led Australia here. He's got to come up and take those shots. And that's a letdown from the U.S. I know you're trying to take center, but you cannot allow him to shoot. You got to hit him earlier.
Third goal of the game for Pavillard. The first goal scored by Australia in 19 minutes.
Wow. So now you're looking at three attacks each team. So every single defensive matters. Don't even think of offense. Because at the end, you're going to get a shot. It can go. We saw Yaxi pretend me to go with 2 seconds to go. You need to shut down the team on defense. Both Australia and U.S. have to think of that. And on offense, don't make a mistake that will allow them to get an easy goal. And then you're fine.
The United States scored the last 4. Pavillard with a tying goal for Australia. There's Cupido back up top. Now Cupido with it once again. Tied at 6. The winner moves on to the semifinal round. And now Australia with an opportunity to regain the lead.
And that was good defense there for Australia. That ball might have slipped down on Bowen. I don't see Bowen shooting lobs that often. With that cannon of an arm.
There's Maximovich. Pavillard. Pavillard has scored 3, make it 4. As he beats Weinberg with a skip shot. Just under 2 minutes remaining. The Australians have regained the lead.
And it's been from who we've talked about. There's been 2 people in this game we've talked about. Maximovich and Pavillard. And Pavillard disappeared for about 2 quarters, and now he has come back with a fury. But you've got to stop this guy. Don't let him hit high in the lane. Make him drive. Left-handers don't want to be down there. Make him drive. Stay on the right side of him. But do not let him shoot like that. Beautiful skip high. We talked about how hard that is.
Pavillard had a 4-goal game earlier in Paris in the upset of Serbia. He has scored 4 once again today, including the last 2 goals for Australia. So with under 2 minutes remaining, the United States now trailing by 1.
So if you're Australia, if you're U.S., you're fine. Just keep working, get the ball bend, and you're going to get an exclusion or an easy outside shot.
There's ball with a shot off the post.
It's too early. Wait. Going back to Coach Vargas's talk, don't pass the ball when you're ready. Pass it when the player's ready. And Ben is not. He's working. He's about to be ready. That ball needed 2 seconds to get him in for a penalty or an exclusion.
So a huge possession here. Australia with a 7-6 lead over the United States. We approach the final minute of regulation. Offensive foul. So now an opportunity for Team USA. Trailing by a goal.
You gotta think about the timing here, right? If you take a shot within the next 20 seconds, then even if you miss it, you have 10 seconds. You play defense, you have 10 seconds to a 7-on-6 the other way. But if you wait and use the whole clock and miss, it's over. The game's over.
It's like a 2-for-1 in basketball.
That's right. So part of me goes, hey, you guys, let's go for the shot. Don't worry about it. Then let's go in for the 7-on-6.
It's coming, 2 seconds. One side, another side, go to goal. If you got men up, run forward. Run forward. If you miss them, press them immediately. Anything in front of them. Anything, you got enough time. Let's go.
So he won't be using a 7-on-6 at all. He wants 2 centers in there, trying to get the exclusion, then going for the power play. He said they'll run forward, and then if they don't do it, the game to attack, but that's pretty much game over. And Australia right now has to watch out not to pick up an early exclusion.
So it comes down to this, the final minute in Paris. Australia with the last 2 goals, leading the United States 7-6.
You knew you were going to get an exclusion, and now they just got to put this one away.
Power play for the United States, trailing by a goal. There's Irving, back up top.
Yes!
What a shot by Alex Bowen. Beautiful, beautiful job. Patience, moving it around. You saw the post moving. They made a mistake, left open. One of the best shooters in the world, and Alex Bowen made him pay for it. Look at this, coming up, perfect cross cage. Shot for the tie.
Double lefty. 32 seconds on the shot clock. The most important thing is you shoot late, you don't give them a chance to score. Please don't shoot early. Play a normal attack. Milos or Luke, check for the 6 meter late. 6 meter foul late.
So he's going with both lefties here. You heard what he said. He was very polite. Please don't shoot early. And it makes sense. Team USA doesn't have another timeout, if I'm not mistaken. So if you shoot with 5, 6, 7 seconds, then it's just they're gonna have to sprint all the way down and take a last second shot.
22 seconds remaining.
And no offensive. So the center needs to calm down. You can see him working already. Team USA just needs to calm down, no exclusions, and good job by Chase Dodd here. You can see him and Cupido on the best player, and that's exactly what you need on Pavillard, is Luca Cupido.
The Australians working to the inside, and a steal by the goalkeeper, Weinberg. Under 10 seconds remaining. As Weinberg hangs on to it, Team USA and Australia deadlocked at 7 apiece. Headed to a penalty shootout.
Wow.
Australia had one last opportunity, could not get a shot away. We head to a shootout. Penalty shootout in Paris. 5 shooters apiece, and then if it's still tied, they will go round by round. It'll be the first shootout during these Olympic Games for both the United States and Australia. The winner will move on and face Serbia in the semifinal round. 3 Australians unavailable as they picked up 3 exclusions. Johnny Hooper, of course, ejected on the U.S. side.
Yeah, I mean, this right now comes. It's a mind game. Penalty shots are a mind game. Everyone can shoot the ball from 5 meters, especially at this level. Everyone shoots them all hard. It's do the goalies get into the head and read the player, and does the player read the goalie? Or a lot of times what shooters do is they just close their eyes and throw it as hard as they can in one spot, which works a lot of the time. The best shooters are the ones you're going to see. They're going to take their time, come up, and read the goalkeeper. Starting off.
Jakub Berchep, who starred at USC. He has 1 goal today. First shooter for Australia.
pregame. Adrian comes out to try and put more pressure on the shooter. The shooter jumps up and down to relax. Imagine the pressure in these coaches. She's sweating.
Penalty shootout for the right to advance to the semifinal round in Paris.
Yeah.
This is such a strong shooter. Porter had it and it still went through his arm and in.
Second shooter for Australia, it will be Pavillard, who scored 4 goals during regulation time today. Pavillard hitting Weinberg.
The ball comes flying out of the goal so fast, I think it's a block.
2-1 Australia in the shootout.
Yes.
Right over the head of Nick Porter. Beautiful. Very skilled.
Both teams 2 for 2. Maximovich.
Yes.
He stopped him on a penalty shot earlier.
Two in a row. Great job, Weinberg.
Back in the third quarter, that was a turning point. And now another save on Maximovich.
Yes.
With 2 shooters to go on each side. Bowen's family celebrates. Jack.
Yes.
U.S. makes this. It's over.
Weinberg coming up huge. He has stopped back-to-back attempts in the shootout. Saved by Porter on over.
Australia's going to have to make this to give the U.S. last shooter the chance to win it for the team.
Weinberg has stopped the last 2. Matthew Burns getting set for Australia. It will come down to this.
Yes. We won.
The United States into the medal round for the first time since 2008. The Australians had a 7-6 lead late in the fourth quarter.